Hello and happy Independence Day. My name is BJ and this is Leader Dog Jackson, and we want to wish you all a happy 4th of July. I was thinking about my video for today, and earlier this morning my wife and my son wanted to go to the parade. And thinking as a visually impaired person, a parade is probably one of the least things that I ever want to do because it's just a bunch of sounds that are going past me. But of course, my son has a girlfriend right now, and he wanted to go support her while she was walking in the parade. And so my wife brought him down, found a parking spot, and set up camp so that they can enjoy, and eventually were able to see her walk by and support her. You know, what does independence mean to you? Starting off with a parade and enjoying time with family and friends, having a cookout, a barbecue. I personally like my hamburgers and brats here in Wisconsin. Then the nighttime comes around and it's all about the fireworks and celebrating all of our freedoms. As a visually impaired person, I think about fireworks a little bit different. I have no night vision. I have very little day vision. I have some light perception. But sitting down and waiting for the fireworks to go off is really exciting for me, and sometimes a little depressing, because it's a visual thing for many people. When the large fireworks go off and they go high in the sky, my brain kind of likes to filter out what it can and cannot see. And for somebody with my type of vision, my retinitis pigmentosa, some people have peripheral vision, some people have central vision, some people have spotted. I'm more of the spotted type of visual impairment. And so when I look up at the fireworks, I see all these little black dots. Kind of think of an ink blot. And every year it's a little bit different. Some of those dots come closer and closer together. But it's not really about what I can or cannot see. It's about being around the people that I love. It's about being around the friends and hearing the families and the kids. I love listening to the kids running around, and especially my 3 boys. Usually they're doing something to each other, and sometimes they're happy and sometimes they're sad. But in the end, no matter what, we're all there as a family. You start with the intro. The first firework goes off. Everybody quiets down and the show is about to begin. My family is nice and close. Well, my 15-year-old now has decided that he wants to go start watching the fireworks for himself. And that's okay. But throughout the day, we were together. Now the second boom goes off. And the show begins. And for me, it's a time of reflection. Thinking about all the things that I've gone through each and every single year up till now. The time with my wife sitting next to me and my family enjoying it. My kids don't have any visual impairments, so they get to enjoy everything that they see. And that just brings so much joy to me. The fact that we can go and celebrate, that's independence by itself. Now, throughout the day, there's the food and the entertainment, the parades. But I really believe that independence is a moment of reflection. I think about the people who serve our country, the men and women who protect us and keep us free. Thank you for everything that you do. But I think back about the first time that I found out that I was going blind, and I thought that a lot of my independence was going to be taken away. In fact, I was told it was going to be taken away. Now, I was able to drive for a little bit, and I got to tell you, for those who have the ability to drive, isn't that a sense of freedom? At any point in any time, you can grab the keys, you can get in the car or truck, and go for a drive. You can go anywhere that you want. And for a brief window, I was able to drive. But on the very last day I ever drove, I almost hurt somebody on the road. Thankfully, everybody was okay. But I was never, ever going to allow my freedom to hurt someone else. And so I set the keys aside. I just want you to think about that for a moment. You can never pick up the keys and how you're going to get around. How do you do family? How do you do life? How do you get the groceries? How do you help your kids? How do you go to family events? And for me, it was about a cane. There's a white cane with a red tip called a white cane or an identity cane. And you're supposed to tap it back and forth and not bump into things. But it's all about down here. There's this big, huge, beautiful world all up here. It wasn't until I got my first guide dog. This is Leader Dog Jackson. He's number 5 for me. But my first dog was a German Shepherd named Diesel. Boy, was he a beautiful dog. I would take him all over the place, and he would guide me safely through all sorts of different situations. Having the ability to have the independence to just harness up the dog and go for a walk and not worry about bumping into a tree branch or a sign on the side of the road. That to me is my independence. And that built confidence. And it allowed me to become a person that I always thought I wanted to be by meeting people, having conversations, getting involved with so many different people, just going for a walk and stopping in for a ice cream cone. Eating that ice cream cone while you're walking down the sidewalk. That, to me, is independence. Now, life is very much different 20 years later. And having that ability to spend time with family, go down and listen and kind of watch the fireworks, but knowing that my family is near me or around me, and listening to them enjoy every moment of the day. That is an amazing feeling. So I say all to you, make sure you spend time with your family, have fun on your Independence Day, and thank you for all that you do.